So we get season 4 reloaded content. I know a lot of people thought it was dropping this week, but usually we get the blog on Thursday before the update. So obviously it's coming through next week when we'll get the patch notes. So quick overview, it says we're going to get some new gameplay features, some cell-shaded Rebirth Island, which I kind of guessed over on Twitter, and then some new modes, Resurgence ranked play, which we kind of already expected. And then it says new mode, Resurgence ranked play, and BR solos update. So gameplay features, it says need a little edge in the fight. Haul in the care package originally in Clash at the start of season 4, now coming to multiple modes featuring 2 gameplay items, the hand cannon and the door barricade. Get rewards by completing the search and destroy contract and stock up on faster using the new loot master perk. Okay, we'll kind of see how that plays out. I don't really feel like a lot of people are hyping up the hand cannon and the door barricade and the search and destroy contract. I didn't really hear a lot of people talking about utilizing that. I think one of the things with the contract is a little bit of a weird contract in my opinion for the search and destroy. Maybe more people will use it now. It's in other modes. And the hand cannon was available doing the Easter egg that's available in downtown, along with getting specialist and a bunch of cash and a little bit of stuff with that. And then door barricade, we'll see if that gets rebalanced, because in terms of its current functionality, it doesn't have a ton of utility, but maybe there's some strategies and unique situations that'll be more valuable than a plate box or something like that. Care package incoming battle royale casual, resurgence, and plunder. So it sounds like pretty much every mode. The care package expands outside Clash to multiple game modes. Get the throwable kill streak as a rare reward found in ground loot caches. Toss it to expel a trail of smoke designating the drop site for a loadout size crate with the chance of containing rare loot, including rare equipment, specialist perk, and the following: the field upgrade, the door, and then the kill streak, the hand cannon. Straightforward. And then search and destroy contract. Why spend hard-earned cash on acquiring new gear from a buy station when you can blast your way in instead? Activate the search and destroy contract. Task your squad by planting a bomb on a buy station to defend the site. I think you only get 30 seconds to watch it, and then once it blows up, you get the reward. So pretty straightforward, but I don't really like how it fits into the gameplay loop of Battle Royale, Resurgence. Plunder, not as big a deal, but Resurgence and Plunder, Battle Royale, it's a little bit weird. New gameplay content. So we get Loot Master. This is going to be available only in Resurgence and Plunder. It says get more loot from supply caches, which that could be like really powerful in Plunder, because obviously the whole gimmick of Plunder is to loot, do some contracts, get the most money, you win the match. You don't even need to engage with any kind of combat. Simple and very effective. Found as ground loot and resurgent plunder, the spawns additional items and gives a higher chance to find tacticals and lethals, cash, field upgrades, kill streaks, and other high-tiered gear. Cell-shaded Rebirth Island. I always spell that with an extra L. I'm silly for that, huh? Not to be outdone with multiplayer. Cell-shaded playlist launching in the mid-season. Call of Duty Warzone is joining in on the fun with the cell-shaded variant Rebirth Island later in the season. Group up in quad and start slaying. So that'll be that. It says LTM Havoc Royale, 44-player quad. So 11 teams, 15-minute matches. What the hell is on that guy's back? Is that an outfit or an emote, or what am I looking at here? I don't know what the hell is going on there. Somebody in the comments let me know. Change up the normal gameplay loop modifiers and disturb the fabric of reality. Havoc Royale drops operations in specific areas of Verdansk downtown airport. Obviously, it's like a mini Royale because it's only 44 players. With the loadout in hand, so kind of like Plunder, these modifiers can affect the player, environment, and gameplay rules of the Origins in Modern Warfare 2 and 3 Havoc modes, but bringing high stakes environment and gameplay from Call of Duty Warzone. Adapt, survive through it all, claim victory as the last team standing. Buy stations. These have been adjusted to sell the following items. These are only in Havoc Royale, LTM, so squad buyback, armor plate, gas mask, door barricade, munitions, redeploy drone, hand cannon, and UAV. Within the 6 diminishing circle collapses, expect the modifier as each new zone coalesces on the map. Only one modifier will be active at a time, with 1 or 2 modifiers occurring towards the end of the match, known as the finale modifier. modifiers, and each occurs randomly from the following selection. So charge jump performs superhuman leaps and reach previously unimaginable distances. Holding your button before a charge jump provides a higher. So this is going to be like maybe that zombies leap thing that we've had before, or some of the other LTMs. Cranked outlines of enemy players periodically flash. Operators have a HUD indicating where foes are nearby. That one's probably kind of crazy. Okay, defeating enemy. Oh, damn. You need to refresh your timer too. Crouch potato. When crouch, operators transform in a sack of potatoes. Movement and jumping are still possible, and health as well as armor slowly regenerates while crouched, which only stops if the operator is struck by fire. I see you. All operators always have an advanced UAV active for them, as well as googly eyes. Okay, that's silly. Melon heads. Operators pierce watermelon heads with an impressive watermelon-based explosion on hit. Damage to the body is reduced. Damage to the head is multiplied. Okay, this is where they've been spending their time, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's not necessarily for me, but I know people eat this stuff up. Make it rain. More cash and ammo become available to such an extent that it is likely you'll need to reload, as bullets are removed from your reserves rather than your chamber or magazine. Fire sale also activates. Weird. Unregulated airspace. The airspace is no longer overcrowded, allowing more. Oh, damn, that one's crazy one. Showdown. Finale modifier. All operators are given identical loadout. Nearby weapons are removed. Okay. Rising gas, and then this is finale operator or modifier. Operators are warned the gas is rising vertically throughout the zone of combat, forcing you to ascend. Fortunately, you'll likely have to obtain a gas mask and personal redeploy drones, Havoc Royale only, during this modifier. That's kind of a cool one in general. If it's reworked smartly, that could be really cool, but I don't know. Drop in, loot up, and prepare, cause havoc. All right. Resurgence Casuals dropping. Ooh, I think this one will end up being pretty popular. They actually came out with some news today, which I'm sure they're going to cover in two more tabs over here. You can see right here, solo playlist update, which we're going to get to. That solos casual playlist are crushing it, and they are not going anywhere for this foreseeable future, is my understanding. But we'll see. So casual experiences come to Resurgence mid-season, mixing humans and bots to fight in the finish. The main Resurgence rule set applies, so do what it takes to stay alive and keep your squad redeploying. Drop in, warm up, teach new players about the game, or just more relaxed Resurgence experience. As with Battle Royale Casual, Call of Duty Warzone Bootcamp, I think they got to get rid of Warzone Bootcamp. I don't feel like it functions well. I played it the other day, and it's just like, it seems like a stupid mode that doesn't really add much to the game. And casual serves as much of a boot camp if they're not going to get rid of casual. But that's just my opinion. If you think casual boot camp has a place, I wish I could understand how, but I think the mode as a whole doesn't work. Game progression is limited in this mode, and results will not count towards or against your stats. So your KD's not going to go up, your wins aren't going to count, but your camos track, your XP tracks, all the other stuff, just like regular casual. This mode also doesn't count towards your eligibility for Resurgence played games. So if you're going to play ranked, you still need to get your 50 wins or 50 matches or whatever the heck the criteria is. That's coming over. That'll be available. So it'll be trios. I wonder what they're going to do with regular Rebirth trios. I guess we got to see the playlist. World Series of Warzone, they got qualifiers July 22nd, 23rd, 29th, 30th, if you're into that. Call of Duty solo playlist update. So here's the big one. At the start of Season 4, we launched a new playlist test by introducing Battle Royale casual solos. This was driven by an overwhelming success of Battle Royale quads for casual, introduced in Season 3, which quickly became one of the most popular playlists in Warzone. I never thought that the casual playlist would be more popular than the other modes. It does kind of make sense, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. We're always reviewing engagement data to make sure we're continuing to deliver optimal gameplay experiences to as many players as possible. Over time, the data has shown that standard solos has underperformed compared to other playlist options. This trend has become even more pronounced following the launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, with standard solos consistently ranking at the bottom across over 20 available playlist options. So basically for every mode that's possibly, like, you can queue up for plunder, 6v6, ranked, everything, it's like at the bottom 20. Ooh, that's crazy. In effect, to solve this, we introduced casual version of solos, where players faced off against a pool of real players in combination with the fixed number of bots, which is like 120 of them. More welcoming experience. Given the success of casual quads format, we felt that casual solos could offer a more approachable way to play solos, especially for returning and brand new players jump into the game of Warzone. To accurately test the appeal of casual solos, remove standard solos from the live playlist. This allowed us to isolate and better evaluate the impact of casual solos without overlapping between the two modes. Here's what we've learned. 3 times more players jumped into casual solos compared to standard solos. Queue times, ping stability, and other matchmaking metrics saw noticeable improvements. The mode was popular with both existing and returning players. I'm gonna have to say this one's kind of silly. Because I know one of the most popular reasons, I don't know where it would rank, but the vast majority of people will play casual, in my understanding, to do camos, to level up, not to play casual, if that makes sense. So it's like, if I was trying to do my XP grind, I was playing casual solo or casual quads. That's what I would play. Because I'm like, I'm just mindlessly completing my challenges. I don't need to think or sweat. Boom, done. Same reason why I would play Plunder if I'm doing a specific bounty or contract or whatever challenge. It's just much easier in a mode like that where the skill level is much lower than a regular battle. Like going to play ranked to try and do your challenges. It would be stupid. But I don't know how they factor that in because obviously the motives for the player also matter. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, if that's what people want to do with their playtime, then that's how it counts too, right? So I don't know. This test not only gave us a deeper insight for the viability of casual solo experience, but also reaffirmed existing data around the low engagement standard solos. The results show that casual solos fills a gap in our playlist that many players are interested in. The next step in our test, which launches today, is to make them both available to observe player preference. Obviously, if you're doing camo grind, you're going to go play casual. You're not going to play regular solos. Side-by-side test is an important part of the ongoing effort to refine our playlist experience. We'll share more results with the playtest later date. So both are going to be available today with the playlist update. Should be live as this video goes live. While we want players to have the freedom to choose experience that most enjoyable for them, it's vital that we maintain a healthy, balanced ecosystem for our players. Thank you for everyone that jumped into solos thus far. Continue feedback. Yada yada yada. So we get combined content. We're gonna get the so for weapon details, we're gonna get the Olympia pickaxe. Both are earnable within the free track of the Beavis and Butthead. So I guess there's gonna be a paid reward track as well. Special weapon, the Olympia 30. The detail of it being a special is that means you can run it as a secondary. So if it's kind of broken, more in multiplayer, not so much in Warzone, unless it can one tap. But if it's a 2-tap, it doesn't have a good reload speed, it's going to be a little bit punishing. Could still be kind of fun, depending on the range that it's broken at. And then pickaxe, melee weapon. I don't know why they give 30 levels to melee weapons. Doesn't make sense. Weapon attachments. So we get the G grip that already came in, the Strider, which wasn't particularly good. In non-akimbo, it's decent, but it doesn't compete with the some of the other guns that we have that we already use. So we're gonna get the SVD full auto as well as the TR2 close quarters auto conversion. We'll see how those play out. And then season 4 reloaded events. So we get Beavis and Butthead. That's gonna be across all of them. The free track, free mastery, Olympia, premium track. You're gonna get some other rewards. COD tunes. So that's going to be a new event. Additionally, tune into COD Tunes event. Earn rewards for the TR2. So this is going to be a later one. So the TR2 is going to come probably in a week or two. And then new store offerings. Cool, whatever. People buy this junk. It's sad. At the end of the day, not a crazy update. It is a mid-season update. You don't usually expect much from that. I think a lot of people are going to be hyped about some of the other stuff coming through for other modes. It's a free update. It is what it is. We'll see kind of where that goes. Hopefully we get a little bit of shake up in the meta with some more buffs. That's what I'd like to see, but we'll see kind of what they do. They don't tend to do that. But we'll see how that is. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.